They had a
All
plan.
It's the. Are they getting too
Big
clever with it though?
I don't know. They are just drafting Genesper's heroes.
Yes.
Just taking them all.
But aren't they pretty good heroes? I mean, in a vacuum, Puck can do a lot. Dream Coil is not bad against IO type thing, right? You got to tether, kind of stay close. Silence has also got a lot of utility.
Puck and Ember kind of do the same thing, but you
Yeah.
can just build different on Ember. I mean, you can just
Yeah.
go for this Deso style as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's two flexible heroes.
So what's his Puck 3?
Ember
Ember
2.
1?
Yeah.
Off the bat, I'm kind of assuming Puck 3, Ember 2, but of course the flexibility is just there.
How's
right?
that matchup against Io Gyro though? Like in the 3, I guess he should.
think
be
it's
able
actually
to lane
okay.
him.
Yeah.
Like when you're
You
not.
got the damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just can't ever really get got. You just orb away.
Your right clicks are a cannon.
Yeah, he's got like 60-something base damage.
And this
that-
doesn't inspire a lot of confidence.
Oh, this
in
is a
me.
Nyx
this,
pick.
This long time to pick this next one.
No,
in
it's
response.
Nyx. Easy
Nyx
game.
is definitely a play. Nyx
Look
is
at this.
also
Ember
great with
A,
the
Puck.
IO.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
never mind.
It's all heal.
So you'd pick 2 heals into AA?
Well, AA kind of goes both ways until he gets Agamemnon, and he's
Bristle.
not going to get. I was going to say that Bristle is kind of another. It's the only other answer that they've run, right, for Genespris, is running this Bristle back now, and they could even swap it up where they could run the Oracle Gyro as the laning partner, and then do Io Bristle for the laning stage.
Yeah.
I think that's the play here.
We're speed drafting.
Hmm.
My goodness.
Speed
Flying
racer.
through.
But I don't get this Genesperus draft. You don't have much control. You
Right.
don't have much stun. You got 2 healers against AA, and I
I don't know. They got no setup for the relocate yet. They got no catch for the Ember yet.
It must be a Kunkka. I don't know what else could
you trying
really
to take
do
some
this
action
for
on
them.
this Kunkka?
Quaz, Wex, Invoker.
No, I'm not that confident in it this time.
So I think the other thing here is that they're thinking with the Oracle pick, okay,
Thank you.
lot of the damage that's coming in is all magical with Puck, with AA, with Ember. So we're going to pick the Oracle who has the Fate's Edict, and then if you wait
Yeah.
a second after the Ancient Apparition hits the Ice Blast, you can cast False Promise, and it'll save them. They'll get the heal still.
I'm fine with the Oracle.
Yeah.
I see struggles playing this lineup. Like I just wonder what's going to provide enough catch here.
Yeah, I think the Bristleback pick is where I started to.
I mean, I think
worry a
Kunkka is
little
about
bit.
as good as a 5th pick as you can get for
Yeah.
Genesperus here.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best catch heroes for the mid lane. It's like I feel as though it's like, Kunkka. They could still, like Storm, but it feels greedy.
They have no answer for BKBs if they go Kunkka.
Give me
though.
the
The YOLO TA.
give me the Quaswex Invoker. Let's
I'm
do
actually
that.
down. I'm super down.
Give me that. Dispel Flame Guard.
At least it's a hero that can make some plays and
Yeah.
combo with the global presence.
Just channel the spirit of Thompson directly.
Yes.
It always feels like a
Buy a
waste if
Meteor Hammer.
you draft
No,
Wisp like this.
The Meteor Hammer is a bait. The Meteor Hammer is 200% a bait.
He just plays it in pubs to throw everybody off the hero. Is that what it is?
Quaswex Invoker is legit. Channeling Meteor Hammer and then Ghost Walking. It's not a.
Oh, it makes a nice highlight though.
It is when it works, yes, but
It always feels bad, though, when you have a Wisp and then you can't do anything else global on top of it. That's why I like the Nyx suggestion, because it gives you some scouting. You can follow up. You know, they
Is
both
there
are
an-
along the same
is there an
vein.
offlaner that we like better? Does Bristleback beat Ember 1v1 mid?
I actually think he does, or
He
at least he
probably
matches
does,
up
right?
pretty well.
What can Ember do? Once
No,
you get,
even
like,
better. You just go Omni Knight, right?
And just
You
boom.
all in on all of the heals.
on having no catch.
No catch.
Night strat.
They do need more knights. That is true.
Sick.
Yeah, what happened to Omni though? He
I
he's
want to see
fallen out
them
of
pick
favor.
a hero that can just walk down the lane with them, DP or something like that.
Kunkka.
Kunkka's
wow,
great
it's Kunkka.
though. Yeah.
I should have took that
But the
Kunkka action
problem is
again, eh?
Yep.
Here's the problem: they don't have any answer for BKBs. Like if
Kunkka
BKB
doesn't catch Ember either.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Kunkka does not catch this hero.
You make a fair point. And
Yeah.
wait, isn't Puck also kind of elusive? Not
yeah,
really
yeah.
that.
Puck's gonna buy a
It's,
Yules or something.
and he
It's-
doesn't kill Sven.
They know
Like,
that they
there's
they
not enough
need
damage.
cash for the mid lane.
This is
but-
over. Amplify one.
I grab the Spirit Breaker. Well, Trent, you trying to take some of that lyrical action?
I will 5 it up. 5 times.
5
times?
5?
No.
You got to get on that.
All right, I'm taking that just for the expected value.
Let's
I
go.
will say I think Amplify is gonna win, but
I
5 to 1
I
odds.
hope you are 10 in the hole.
5.
so.
Wait, no, I get the 5.
Oh,
He
I
gets the
see.
1.
I got
I got 5x on
I got
Genespris.
five.
So
You
this will
mean-
level me out if
It's
Genespris
not,
can
it's
win.
not 5x at 5.
Yeah.
5x for Amplify. Although I think this is value. 3x for Amplify on Betway, 1.3 on Genespris.
Yep.
Boys and girls, get out there and support Betway because they're giving you a gift right now. That's a layup.
Wait, Amplify beat them in the group stage as well,
Yeah.
right? They're the only team that.
Amplify 1.
All right, yeah, Amplify wondered.
That is a stat we didn't bring up. In the group stage, they dropped a single match. It
Yep.
was Amplify that did it.
Yes.
It doesn't seem as impressive once you see what just happened against Mineski.
It's true.
That was pretty devastating.
I mean, I probably shouldn't have gone 5
Okay,
to
guys.
1.
So
I
how
probably
does
shouldn't have gone
Genespris win
5
this
to 1.
game?
You win all of your lanes.
Fat relocates.
Win all of your lanes, then run down lanes and take towers.
Kunkka ganks everyone.
Kunkka ganks everyone.
I was going to say Bristleback pops off in the laning phase, but we saw that last game, and it wasn't close to enough. So, I don't know.
Well,
Extenuating circumstances.
thank you to my potatoes.
Deuces.
You may leave the couch and take us into the game. Thank
Wow,
you,
those sound
production.
effects really added a lot of value.
Yeah.
Thank you
Those
to
were-
our analysts on the couch. They will be joining us again. We're going to get our assistant here, the camera operator. He does a lot
Call
of
him
the heavy
in.
lifting. Flying him in from Seattle.
That's good. All the other ones are in Sweden. We got the cheaper flight.
Yeah, the assisted operator works cheap, so he's one of our favorites. Well,
He also doesn't complain and ask for strudels all the time,
he doesn't
like our obs.
ask for strudels. That is definitely a value add. Sorry, Pimp Mooku.
I don't have your strudel, Pimuku.
Stun onto the gyrocopter. 4-on-1. Wisp is here to try to heal him up, but it ain't going to be enough. He's got them cold feet. You got Trey Bree socks.
5 to 1.
5 to 1
It's
odds.
over.
All right.
No, that's not good. Not for you.
No, oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
bad for me.
yeah, good for Value
What?
Town Gabe again.
That's the thing about 5 to 1, though. Even if I lose, it's like I don't feel bad about it. I still got some good numbers, but it's a good start. Gyro flying up top now. Savage, the Beast. Febby is also. Wait, what are their additional tests? We got Beast. We got no refunds. The Kunkka, he's blank.
Gunner's
Yeah.
just, all class.
All right, and March is XD. Okay, so
Very fitting.
that's great. Bounties will be even.
Any wild lanes here? No, we have the Rior Puck off in the off lane. That'll be an interesting one to watch.
Yeah.
See how this goes versus
Will
the Gyro. I think so. I want to see how well he does and how much help he gets from the Spirit Breaker if they're just going to be busy down
Okay.
bottom bullying this Bristle +1.
I was planning on watching Gunner give it to Carl here, but it looks like it's going the other way. Carl with the flames.
Look at this this ward that they laid down. They know exactly how Febby plays Spirit Breaker. You see this?
Hang
Or
on.
sorry, no.
Febby
yeah.
is
anyway,
charging.
Let's say FBZ.
That's not Febby.
But anyway,
That's,
continue.
PBZ, yeah.
Yeah.
So what about that ward that they know about Febby?
So the way FBZ plays the Spear Breaker, they have this ward here because he goes up onto that high ground and he tries to charge down. You see that?
I do see that.
That's a very unique ward for a Dire team.
yeah. A
Nice.
good one at that against the Radiant Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, and then I might catch the charges through and everything too.
Take note, my puppies. Free MMR right there.
Well, I don't know how often it's going to work because that's a pretty tactical Spirit Breaker.
All right.
Now, speaking of the Febby Spirit Breaker, though, that didn't go very well for Genespris earlier.
No, that was actually.
Do we have now in that game the Spirit Breaker is being constantly dispelled and countered. He has to worry about a dispel again from the Oracle, but not.
It's not as bad. Shadow Demon does it a lot
mid-charge,
better.
he looks all right, other than X.
Up top, onto the Wisp. Still a level 1 breaker, so no bash, but big damage. Puck with those right clicks. Amplify. 2-0.
Yeah, that is
No.
one thing that Puck has going for him at the start of the game, right? Is the constant right clicks.
Yeah. Now, Puck did go for the value. Ring of Basilius. I said Puck. I meant to say Wisp. But a little bit of armor helping out. Still not enough. How's mid?
I got really confused. He had a Wraithband recipe in his backpack for the gyrocopter, but then, you know, I just saw that the ring just flashed back into my mind.
He's got Naquila?
He's got Naquila? What?
Huh?
This guy's playing on a whole other level.
I missed those patch notes. Jo. Caught by a Fortune's End, but no biggie. He's just going to walk it off. Nice and frosty.
He actually floats it off.
Yeah, that's you're right. He is a floater.
Yeah, a little ice cream cone.
Yeah.
17-2, 15-2 mid. Oh, yo, speaking of mid, though, Carl.
Car?
And a bit of danger here versus Gunnar. Had to drop the bolas to keep himself alive. So now he's got a 1-1-2 build.
Okay.
Not exactly ideal
You can
for
see
our Ember Spirit players.
Gunnar kind of wanted to chase that. His torrent was just coming up.
And now he's just sitting with a tiebreaker, hoping he'll come back.
Oh, this is definitely rough. Has to ferry out another salve. This is one of those. We'll look at the net worth, and Kunkka well ahead, despite the pretty tight last hit battle. Carl spending much more on regen already. How's our gyro doing? 11-6. Actually, not the easiest lane. The puck surprisingly close at 9-2.
Yeah, Febby tried to do a pull through up top to the wave using the tether, but blocked off there from BDZ. So nicely played.
The selfless spirit breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Boots, stout shield, orb of venom.
Febby on that grind, man.
Selfless.
The platinum IO player.
Wow. He does have the cube.
And again, BDZ, he's just not letting him get control.
Well, that's one thing the Spirit Breaker's good at, using that body.
Oh, that's a little better, though. At least tether the wave. Get some hurt there. But he gets the bash on the creep and the overvenom, so that'll slow him up.
Homing missile. He's going to charge. He'll be good. Now, I have to say, this Cube Wisp is one of the few items I wish I had powered up and
companion cube. You didn't go in for the cube?
I did not go in.
Oh,
I'm not really a Wisp player, so I thought I just wouldn't get much use out of it. But looking back, it is one of my favorite cosmetics, and I'm a little sad I don't have it.
Well, don't make the same mistake with Naked Axe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I will.
But I probably will.
This Ember's dangerously low in the mid lane. I feel like we're gonna miss him dying.
Jo barely TPs out. March not quite with enough. If that was a level 3 Oracle, they would have had that for sure. Oh, it is a level. Did he hit it right after he got out?
I wasn't looking. I was looking at
I think
the
so.
Ember mid.
I'm pretty sure it was just a level 1 Purifying.
Up top. Lot of damage.
Gyrocopter.
And we now make our way to bounties, though.
Looks like it'll be 3 going the way of Mineski. Why did I say Mineski?
You're just thinking about the last series.
TJMM. It's 3 going the way of the Dire.
There are also
Too many M's. What?
Nah, don't worry about it. It's, the time has passed. So this Bristleback is not doing too bad. It's not Bocarino levels, but it's pretty damn good. 5.5 at 5.5 minutes.
Okay. Going for some phase boots. Radiant support's a little bit under-leveled right now. Both sitting at 2, while both Dire are happily at 3. Wisp even closing in on level 4.
Makes sense with how they've been playing, right? All I've seen Jo do is pull, and then he gets contested at the camp and can't even do much with the XP. And we've just seen BDZ just run around the entire map, so giving the XP over to their core players for now.
Strategic. Very quiet. Both teams just focusing on the farm. Now a 1K net worth lead for TJMM.
How many? I'm trying to count the prowlers here. Is that a double prowler? There's just a lot of heads going on that ancient camp. I believe it's a double prowler stack there. So a bit unfortunate for the old actually for Bristol it kind of goes both ways. Just don't get caught. Do not get trapped.
So it's scary regardless. That's not what you want with your first round of ancient stacks.
He's not looking for a Vanguard this game though, so it is a bit spooky. Trying to get away from it.
Dire just getting a little bit more out of these lanes. Gap closing in the mid. Carl catching up against the Kunkka now that he's got some levels.
Yeah, Gunner's pump faking him there with the X and then throwing out no torrent because he knows he's just going to slide it anyway. Giving him the mind games.
Midas queued up on Sven.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the lockage mentality.
What?
It's in his name. I don't know.
Oh, I guess he does. Mr. Up
Lockage
ass.
mentality. Haven't a
Well,
clue.
you expect the Dire team to be pretty passive, right? They have an Oracle and an IO.
I mean, I think they're cool to let Gyro farm up. He is going to go Ag's first item. At least that's the game plan. So they're totally cool with this. I think Savage.
Well, it certainly fits
Has no
the playstyle
complaints.
of Whether You're Savage, right? Just
Yeah.
all out on the farm game. And with
Pop
the
off
changes
in the mid-game.
to IO, you just go in for the Aghanims as soon as you can.
Yeah, but that said, doesn't really feel like there's that much pressure on the Radiant. Sven in the same camp. He just wants to get his Midas, Gyro, or Ember. Man, I need this coffee to kick. I am super tongue-tied.
You're getting there. I would like to
J.O.?
see a kill attempt on the IO soon. with the
Ooh, he's
Dream
not going to
Coil.
make it. Not going to make it. Bristle's got the sticky goo, and AA's already got some armor issues, so you're not TPing out.
Yeah, so ideally you want the lane swap to happen where they come up top, they get the kill with the Dream Coil, and then the puck goes bottom to try and lane versus the Bristle and like keep pulling the waves off the tower and everything. But now Rior's even getting pressured up top here. And there will not be set attempt. So
Puck.
they just don't think they have the damage for it yet.
The puck is getting a fair bit out of this lane. It's strikingly even. Everyone is just farm-focused right now.
Yeah, Frev's even going for another Ancient stack, and they've got March doing the other stacks of it. They just stacked the full triangle right now, and it's time to use this Shrine.
All right, here's
So
this is your
Frev's
standard
at
big boy.
42.70 right now, and 9 minutes. He's popping the Shrine nice and early. He's looking to tank it up. That might have been a little premature here.
I think so.
I feel like I saw some wasted value there.
Yes. This is a bit scary. As you mentioned, without the Vanguard, he's going to get rooted.
I mean, he's got an Oracle, so he should be okay. Then again, he also doesn't have a Fate's Edict. Now he does, as he TP's mid. Hopefully no one dies. You can keep an eye on that. I'm just watching some Ancient stacks. You know, the more exciting part of Dota.
Hey, I want to see the Ancients. All right, didn't get as much out of this. It is going to close into his level 10.
Oh, just
so.
just 1,100 gold.
Oh, it's 1,100.
Yeah, he's 42.70.
Oh. I thought he was 47.20.
And now he's 54.50. So that's a lot of gold. That's like
Yeah. That's going to be
forget.
your talent
1,200
also.
or something? That
Bounty
seems kind of
battle.
bananas.
Carl going for it. Does not snag it. 3 once again. Going the way of the Dire. TJMM. Well, over a 2K net worth lead now for the Dire squad. Experience edge as well.
Wait, so they only got one bounty? Is that right? Oh, no, sorry. They got
Amplify only
two.
got one.
Okay. No, they got two. BDZ got one, and Carl just picked up one a little bit later.
All right. Never mind.
And now we have a hood and nearly a pipe complete for Forev. So if they're looking to try and burst down this Io Gyro combo with this magic damage of the Ember, the Puck, and the Ancient Apparition,
It's a tall order.
yeah, it's much harder now. And J.O. starting to create these stacks for Sven as he's going to make a triple Ancient stack here. You got to imagine Bristle might be on the hunt for those.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Gyrocopter even on the hunt for those. The stacks are dangerous. Gyro's rotating.
Relocate. They're going for the Sven. No, it falls short. Homing missile, though, will chase him down. They find that kill. Now Carl joins the party looking for Febby, and he's gone. Back up top. He will fall. Dream Coil's been used. Gyrocopter putting on the hurt. Puck has to dive the tower, and now BDZ on the run with nowhere to go. Sets one up for Gunner, and maybe they'll still find this puck. Orb away. Homing missile does connect.
Oh, Tiebreaker's far, but it's not that far.
Yeah, a good try. Gunner with the right idea. Well, they lose the Wisp, but end of the day, pretty good for Kunkka. And not so bad for Gyro.
Yeah, great for the Gyro. Rotate down, get a kill, and go right back to farming. You said it. 12-minute Midas now for the Sven, but he does have all this farm to still go back to. They missed the Ancient Stack that time from Jo. But again, it's more Prowlers. The big Prowlers and Dragons, man. The big gold. That's all we're getting this game. No Thunder Hides yet. Well, actually, now that the new stack has Thunder Hides over on the Dire side.
Oh, Thunder Hides.
In Ancient Watch.
Can't even click on the Thunder Hide. There he is.
I like a giant Furbolg camp, you know?
Yeah?
Kind of like the ones in Underlord. It's just a humongous tomato and potato
Oh, okay.
with Bloodbound.
With Bloodbound. That would be cool.
I want to turn the Ancient Camp into a raid system.
I do want...
Let's give them special abilities to get a dodge.
I want more tiers within the same unit. You know, I like that we have the big centaurs and the baby centaurs. You can make this whole centaur family in the jungle if you want to. I think we need more of that.
What, you want to collect and breed them too?
I mean, that would be cool. If we could get a Pokemon battle game going on with that. The lore is there already. It's
Chen
it's
would
another
be a
layup,
lot
dude.
cooler.
Yeah.
You know, finally we found out what to do with that hero.
We can add a gender to him, so if you get lucky, then you can really, you know, start the family.
Oh, someone's dying.
Oh. Where'd he die? Down bottom? Oh, it's a double damage Kunkka, so there you go.
He gets slapped. And
Although
March.
he used it afterwards, so. Puck gets caught. Meanwhile, on the other side, not going to find the Bristle, but Forev in the danger zone, setting up a relocate. They might grab Jo. No, it's a TP home.
Gunnar opting for the Radiance build for himself this game on the Kunkka. So
All right,
one of the
Drum
nice things about
Radiance.
this hero, man, once you just have 4 points in X, you don't really need a mobility item, and yet you're still an initiator. How cool is that?
It's pretty neat.
You can
Look
just
at that.
buy a Radiance and still start fights and
Just
be a big nuisance.
Appreciate how big that
Oh.
circle is.
Got Riora again. Hitting him with the cleave. Okay, with Ice Blast, can they kill Gunnar right now? They have Coil in 1 second, and they have Veil. He should die, right? Oh, he's going to miss the orb, though.
Down bottom, they're going in.
Oh, a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
My goodness, what happened there?
Just your classic misfire. Solar Crest, next on Forev.
That's going to open up Roche for them.
He's trying to open up Carl right now.
Like a can opener.
It's going to be tough, though. Here comes the Fortune's End, and Carl jumps back in time.
How do they itemize for Carl this game? Do they just ignore him? Because
Well, hold that thought. The gunman getting got. Go on.
he tips a wow, 4v1, you tip.
Nice play, Gunner.
Got him.
A real Kunkka would have survived.
And that was a boundary room play, so that'll help them secure the bottom two. But they were set top as well there, so.
Another twofer.
Yep. And meanwhile, 23 Savage, Febby, and March are splitting some XP up here in the Dire Triangle.
Wow. Sharing is caring. These Ancients are getting a lot of work.
And the Aghanims is on the courier and delivered. And now we'll head right in towards the Maelstrom.
Well, I've got to give it to Genespris. They have completely changed their play style here. This is very controlled, super eco-focused. Feels like they almost haven't missed a stack on this Ancients, to be honest.
Yeah, and even on both parts of the jungle. I've seen them stacking everywhere.
I mean, 4-4, but they've got a pretty sizable lead around 4K net worth. A lot of that coming from the Ancients. Help power up the Bristle to #1, and now Gyro not far behind the Sven. And Svenny over here, he does have the Midas, Echo Saber, BKB on the way. So still farming fast himself. He's no slouch in the jungle. He
It
does
feels
have a big
like
sword.
Amplify having a way to destroy towers would have made this game a lot better for them.
I would agree with that statement.
To try and take away space and try and create opportunities for the Spirit Breaker to open up executions with the charges and help out his Ember Spirit. But instead, with all these towers remaining on the Dire side, whoa, Forev just two-shot him.
Okay. I guess the medallion will do that, huh?
Yeah, I got to find that. He right-clicked him for 402 damage both times.
-7, -2.2 per stack. Get the Warpath, hits for about 100. That's textbook Bristle.
Jo just got destroyed. And now he's a Solar Crest, so stack up the armor a bit more. Or down, rather.
Ooh. Invisible Bristle. Walks into the sentry. Relocate. Going in on the Sven.
That's a Sven he's punching. Look at his health.
Spirit Breaker, he's here.
He's dead.
Rocket, call
Look at him
down.
go.
I think Sven's going to fall. He doesn't have much armor anymore, Trent.
He's got no armor.
Turns out old Warcry was pretty good. Now Puck phase shifts the boat, but he won't have it to get away. Now the Puck goes down. 5-1.
When Frev gets these heroes, he's just a whole different beast. But, of course, his team helping to enable him as well, for sure. But this ain't no Frev Mars. You know, this is the Frev Timber and the Bristle are the other level.
Yeah. Frev's doing a great job just soaking up farm. He's still #1 on net worth. I mean, it's kind of wild when Bristle can do this. He feels like a damage-dealing core, and he's basically just gone survival items. I mean, phase aren't survival-based, but Pipe,
yeah.
Solar Crest, this isn't SNY Bristle. You know, it's not like he's got a Desolator. These are great tanky support items.
How's it Solar Crest like the best item now? That was a pretty sweet buff for this hero.
Yeah.
It's one of those value items in Dota 2.
Yeah, you're not wrong. A good rule of thumb for Dota pubs right now, you don't know what item to buy and you're a support, just get a Solar Crest.
It really is. It is the go-to item now.
I don't think it's
Vlad's
bad in
is
any
out,
game.
you know? Get the Solar Crest. Put it on one of your friends.
I mean, Vlad's is still okay on some heroes, but
Well, that's a little cheaper, too, which kind of helps, you know?
yeah. I think Vlad's on the position 3 is still fairly common, depending on what hero it is. Although some people don't like the Vlads.
It's kind of out. It's fallen out of favor compared to where we are at the point of every single game.
Yeah.
4 Vlads a lineup. 8 Vlads a game. I think we were practically there. But they've taken out the mid-tier one. They've taken out the top-tier one. So maybe thinking about a little Roshan there sooner rather than later.
Well,
Forev walks into 3 heroes.
with Solar Crest and Viscous Nasal Goo,
March,
now
I'm coming.
with the Ice Blast, is it enough? He gets the cold feet, saved by March. Now the Bristle going to start doing the damage. Sven goes down again. Oracle gets low, but Jo on the backside won't be able to do much. 2 dead without buyback, and
That was one of those
what was
fights
that?
where,
No
like,
shot?
Jo just walks out, and it's just like, why did I go this way? I'm just dead. It's like, how was this going to make my situation any better?
Dude, look how fast they kill Roche, though. I don't even know if they needed those kills to clear out Roche.
They
kill
definitely
it
did not.
Really, really fast.
So that 5x action.
That 5, I'm about to be even with Lyrical. I'm taking him to Value Town tonight, baby.
He got cocky.
The redemption. He really, that's how Gabe gambles. I
Yeah.
spent some time with him in Vegas. His mentality on craps is, I'm up, double down, baby, let's go. He likes to play from ahead, so got him.
Now the Radiance is complete for Gunner. And so forward they will go. And
Look at Ferev's positioning right now. Where's his team? Oh, wait, you've got a Wisp Gyro, so you can just join the party. This is so insane. I was talking about not having another global hero to go with Wisp Gyro. Bristle is being that global hero because he can position himself anywhere on the map. He can just run into enemy territory, and if they overcommit on him, you know there's a relocate coming. And if
That's
they
true.
don't commit on him, then he's just a mobile
okay,
ward.
this is big. Nice Ice Blast.
It sure is.
Speaking
The
of out of
green coil.
position.
And speaking of cocky, Spirit Breaker will fall. Savage actually cleans it up and picks up a double. The puck goes down off to the off on the side, and Jo will get chased down. So what looked like a great setup for Amplify does get turned around, and they only end up grabbing a Wisp. But still good for the Gyro.
Really thought they were going to TP in Sven and Ember. But they did not believe in that engagement. So,
Around the shrine even.
yeah. I guess the shrine, well, no, it was up.
Yeah, they just used it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Maybe just a
I thought that was their
miscommunication.
moment. But the BKB just got delivered to Sven. That could be partially why.
Well, charge on the way for BDZ. They'll just get turned on. This Bristle is tanky and putting on the heat. Ember caught in the Yules.
That's just the
Going
Aegis.
down low. False promise onto Gunner. Now Savage back with the Aegis. BKB on Sven. This is the moment. Soon to be a dieback on the Spirit Breaker. He's down. Jeo's fallen on the backside, and Forev finally starts to focus the Sven without a BKB. He's not a scary target.
He gets the Midas on the catapult before dying, though.
Oh, that's fantastic. Unfortunately, he does not have a buyback, and this game might just be over.
Yeah.
What started as a high ground assault on the barracks has now turned rogue. There are tier 2s in the mid and bottom, so probably won't be able to get another lane off this unless they just cycle right through mid. But pretty damning. And another kill on the puck. That's just a feed.
This game looks almost identical to the Genespers versus Mineski.
Except the other way. Genespers are now doing the slapping.
Yeah, but it feels like that same idea of they just can't move. They didn't make a single play. You know, when did Puck ever act aggressively with Dreamcoil? With, you know, where was the AA gets Tome at 10 minutes for level 6 and they just kill a hero with ultis?
Carl. TPs into a torrent, hold back, charge. Maybe it's a great bait. Gunner has been left behind. Can he finish him off here? Maybe they'll get a freebie on the Kunkka. And they will. The rest of his team, though, focusing that mid-tier 3. It was all just a distraction. Part of the game plan for TJMM.
Surely.
Gunner, you go in there. Make them think they got something. We're taking the structures. BDZ charges the back line, wants to isolate the Wisp, but it's tough. Call down comes. Gyro in the front, pops the BKB. He's sustaining, putting out some big hurt. Carl will finish him off. That was a big slight. Sven trying to make it back to the well, but now Forev is going to be the Wisp tethered target. Another death onto the Sven. Mid lane of Barracks still under assault. Wisp Bristleback will continue to bring the hurt.
He's trying to stay nice and close and not get bashed apart.
Charge from
no
BDZ.
mech time, though. Mech? No.
Nice Yules onto Forev, trying to finish off the Spirit Breaker, but won't dive. Instead, just focuses the structures. Once the melee barracks. Sloppy here from TJMM.
They should really get this cold feet, but I guess they just know they can't zone him off the racks.
Well, they might try to go for a kill here. Ice Blast, Cold Feet. Now Puck jumps in. This should be enough damage, and they'll finally bring down the Warhorse.
Oh, BDZ gets the last hit, though. Thanks, 23 Savage. It's a quality voice line.
Really is.
Getting too old for this game, I think is what he's saying, because it's feeling pretty over, but they're refusing to give up. So Amplify, trying to see if they can find a way back.
This is the elimination series, so this is one where really not surprised to see them fight to the bitter end, but even with those gifts towards the end of that, we got a BKB coming out on Kunkka. Gyro is getting closer to a Satanic, now has the Reaver. So much stacking up on Genespris. The BKB Bristle that we already saw, thinking about an Assault Karas next. Meanwhile, up top, bounties come out. Relocate out.
I'm getting too old for this horse shit.
Did they just get 4 bounties?
Yeah. Kind of expected, of course.
No, there was a little skirmish up there.
Oh, skirmy.
Thought they might have snagged one. But nah.
They got a Aghanim Scepter on Lember Spirit, which is one of the better items to have in these situations where you're trying to keep the waves pushed out, but level 20, it's not as good.
But he can still make plays. He can also help extend chases quite a bit if they were to overextend again. Genespers threw away a lot of kills, as you said. Definitely unnecessarily sloppy. Probably just thought that their opponents were going to GG at any moment.
Yeah.
And at least they had the forethought to just take the racks at the same time, though.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that the Bristle could still just focus down the barracks despite all of that, pretty telling where they're at in this game. Double damage rune onto Gunner in the front lines. Going to tank a lot of damage here. Gunner still playing very cocky. They can still kill you, bud.
I guess he's just collecting battle pass points. Looking for those tips.
That must be it. Now the BKB from 23 Savage.
Oh, Carl.
They kill March.
Oh, they stopped hitting him.
He's alive. Forev with the BKB on. I think Radiant are too far out, and they can't sustain this. But they do get the kill on Febby, and it's actually 3 dead.
Everyone got away.
1 for 3. This is slop central, dude. Forev's going to be like, all right, guys, listen. The carrier's here.
Why don't you guys just stay at your base?
Just let me do all the work. I'm going to get the tower. Now we can get Megas. Roshan 45, potentially.
He's closing in on the AC as well for the team.
Gunnar needs to slow it down, man. He needs to put some of this aggression in the parking lot. Pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah. Once he is halberd, it'll be much harder.
He's got an older model, no anti-lock. See how that affects the odds here. Okay. Now 3%. Dota Plus, no belief.
Really? 3%?
It was 2% before that fight down bottom. So
Oh, wow.
It's
It's
gone up
growing.
to 3 now. It is growing.
I mean, you can see how they get back into it. You just witnessed it. It needs to keep on happening. It's incredibly unlikely, but
Yeah, with 2 lanes down this early, it's just so much economic damage, though.
it's also a minute and a half first spawn, so not the latest. And Genesperus,
Worth waiting for now, I think.
I would say so, in a elimination. You know, just get this game under your belt, taking advantage in the series. Just FBZ, or FDZ almost running into trouble there. BDZ, jeez. BDZ and FBZ is really messing with my brain right now. Trying.
It's okay. Dinner hasn't arrived yet, so
Is that what it is?
you have an excuse.
I've never had Carl's Jr. before.
Carl's
I think I've heard Grand
Jr.
talk about it a lot.
I've seen their commercials. They're hard to forget. I used to eat at Carl's when I lived in California. It was my post-workout food. When I feel like I earned it. I'd go to the gym with Merlini, and then I would go to Carl's and say, I earned this,
That's beautiful.
and then eat 1,500 calories. Like a real American. Burn 500 to eat 15.
And as expected,
Stalemate.
Kanka not really able to catch up the Ember that easily.
Stalemate kind of continuing here. What is this Kunkka cosmetic? Why is he so glowy pretty?
It's from his Battle Pass points. Well, that's why
Oh.
he's all purple. The blue is from last year's Battle Pass.
He's all sparkly
He's a ghost
glowy.
pirate. He's Davy Jones. Yar.
Yeah, but it looks like he just got back from like the gay club, dude. He's all tricked out in the glitter. That's what I looked like after the Pride Parade.
It's the Battle Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It's a
very-
pretty tricked out Kunkka. I like it.
the high Battle Pass points where you have the very the projectiles that are all lit up is pretty intense.
Yeah. That's for the big spenders.
Yeah, not there yet.
I'm not that dedicated.
I'm still working on the Naked Axe. Getting there. I'm trying to get all my Mordecai games in so I perfectly get the axe,
Whoa.
and then I'm done.
Dude,
Finish up the
are we
Battle
playing
Pass.
more Mordecai tonight?
Yeah, we're playing more Mordecai tonight.
So, pro tip out there, Darkseer is the play because the Mordecai moves slow and Surge works on the Mordecai.
It's busted. I'm
Pro
convinced
strats.
it's busted. You just surge it.
You can't ion shell him, but who needs to?
Yeah.
So, Roche is up. Dire move in. Of course, this is Roche too, so we got Aegis and the Gouda. Radiant, very tough to contest. This is one of these situations where you almost feel like they have to, but you don't want to lose the game here in the pit. So they will be forced to let it go.
Now, you know the cheese, it actually tells you what animal the cheese is from. Do you know?
I think it's goat.
It's a Furbolg.
Oh, it's not goat?
No.
Let me check. Let me confirm who's got the cheese. Made from the milk of a long-lost Furbolg vendor, it restores the vitality of those who taste it. Wow, it's like unicorn's blood in Harry Potter.
Why aren't there other unicorns in Dota?
I thought you were going to say in Harry Potter. I was
No.
like, yeah, that's how Voldemort stays alive.
I mean,
Hello.
Okay, there goes
Hey,
Io.
they get Febby. That's pretty nice. Now, can they get Carl? That seems to be the target they really want. Jumping across the fray, now focusing down this Oracle. This could be
Oh,
a
they're
big
close.
kill. The call downs, the Ice Blast, it does connect. 2 down on Dire. Radiant still sustaining, but now forced back to the base. Sven, without a BKB, gets pulled back. Gunnar gets brought down.
Febby's
Buyback from
coming
the
back.
Wisp now. They will get Sven. He has buyback available. Now looking for more. BDZ getting dove. They can't kill anything. They do get Jo.
So, Febby bought back and then relocated in only to be cold feeded and then just relocated back home.
Well, that's a
pretty
sad
much-
story.
So
However,
like, why didn't I just TP?
Awkward moment, though. Sven might have to buy back. AA already uses his. They need to hold this bottom lane. 23 Savage low, and he's down. TJMM overcommitting again. Wisp nearby. Febby does not want to die.
Is he dead?
BDZ charges in. Is this a dieback for Febby now?
Febby's definitely dead. They are going to chase this down. Do not cheese. Don't do it. Don't do it, Febby.
All right. He doesn't cheese, but now Forev, Genespris had this game in the bag, and now they're making things a little bit more interesting. It's going to be a 5-man wipe and then some. A double kill for Carl, and all this done with only a single buyback on the Ancient Apparition.
If Carl gets to 25, we already know they have trouble. We said, how do they itemize to kill Carl? Someone needs to buy a scythe.
Yeah, that would be big. That's the
That's the
for
point
sure.
they're at. Like, Kunga just needs a scythe. I don't care about this halberd. Someone needs a scythe.
I mean, Sven doesn't really feel like he's the issue. He's the one that's getting handled the most in these fights.
Yeah.
It's kind of everything else around him.
Gunner, they're paying Gunner. They kind of want this.
I mean,
but
they could have a go, and they know Gunner has been. Oh, what a torrent. Catches the breaker, but they're not done yet. Ice Blast, another strike does get canceled. It'll be off the mark. They get this tier 1 mid, though. Finally open up this map a bit more.
I believe they might have lost a tier 4 during all that, too. They did indeed. As the creeps were thwomping away while they were losing heroes.
So 1 tier 4 and tier 3 did go down.
Did Amplify get the Unicorn's blood? Because they stayed alive.
I think so. But that might cost them the rest of the series. It gives you a lot of life right away, Trent, but then
Yes.
you
It
have
slowly
to live,
drains you.
Well, you have to live with the curse of killing the purest, most finest creature in existence, the unicorn.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why it's such a big deal. It saves you. It's they have the nectar of life that will bring you back from certain death. But
Right.
you have to kill the most noble, purest, friendliest, most trusting creature in the land to harvest its blood.
I understand.
Hence why Voldemort is the only one willing to do it.
I had no idea that the lore ran so deep.
Yes, yes. If
They
Harry
should-
wasn't
they
a
should write
wimp, though,
books.
he would have just gathered the unicorns, and then they would have killed Voldemort way earlier, but that's a whole nother...
He's going to put traps around it?
Well, there's more than one unicorn.
It's just the one unicorn, and they just put a little bear trap next to it. Ha-ha!
Well, I think they can just use magic. I don't, I don't know if they need the bear trap, but I digress.
Yes.
She's still in the inventory of Wisp, and honestly, TJMM are so far ahead in this game, not just in terms of gold, but also objectives, that they can kind of just throw bodies and secure the megas and probably still close this out. So, run right into the Ember, though. BKB on Carl. They want the Wisp, and with these diebacks, they know who to target. It's another chaotic fight on the high ground. They'll lose BDZ. Big coil from the puck. That is Ags upgraded as well. I heard that cheese go through. They've lost the Sven. Looks like Dire are winning this fight. Radiant have forced it way too hard, and it does not fit. Carl on the run. That was certainly not the play. They committed deep for that, and they didn't find anything.
Yeah, I feel like Carl used a lot of remnants. In fact, he used 4 remnants, and he only did 4,200 damage with all those right clicks and stuff. I think he just did them all on BKBs.
Sven is just not getting the clicks off in these fights, though.
Yeah, there was the halberd completed for Gunner, so.
I think they're having damage issues.
I mean, we know that it's still virtually impossible to win this game, even with throwing all those
Amplify.
kills away.
Yeah. No, you're totally right. No glyph either. They were forced to use it before, so this will be free barracks now. Sven holding the buyback. No BKB for 5. No God Strength for 35. Basically no reason to use the buyback. You're useless anyway. And now the easy closeout. Tier 4 falls. Amplify looking for the final stand as Gunner charges into the high ground. The Fountain doing some work onto Forev. Turning the back, looking for some quills. And they'll just focus down the Ancient. Textbook closeout.
Enough messing around. Close it out.
All right.
Take yourself to game 2.
Well, Genespris, they make it work, and definitely showing some versatility in their play style. Much different than what we saw on the group stage in the series prior. Less chaos, more controlled farming, but the eco game very much working in their favor. Great sustainability, good decision making in the early game, But, yeah, a couple of missteps there towards the end.
They ran the numbers. They said, what if we just have more gold than our opponents and kill more creeps? That'll probably be good for us.
It turns out that Dota's a game of economy, after all.
They won the economy. They definitely did. The side of Amplify felt like they had no way of pressuring objectives. Or at least they didn't make any sort of a team effort to do so. I think not going for kills when the puck hit Dreamcoil, for example, something as simple as that. That you need to find a way to accelerate that hero. The Spearbreaker had nothing to do for the first 7 or 8 minutes.
Yep.
Didn't have a real lane to try and play in. Didn't try and sync up with anybody.
He still got a lot done in the fights, but I definitely agree. Taking objectives was difficult, and it was hard to – once the game started getting broken open by this dire squad and the farm looked even, you had to wonder, where does the pressure come? Carl played a great game, 6-0-11 on the Emperor.
I think they needed to be a little bit more guerrilla warfare, more Genespers style, like the way that they play in some of those games where they just need to just run in, grab a couple kills, and TP out.
Yeah.
Right? We talked about how there was no catch or anything from Genespers. I think Amplify just needed those tomes at 10, levels on the supports, and try and start securing kills and taking buildings. But they played as passive as Genespers wanted to play, and they were not going to win that game.
Yeah, right into their hand. You can see the damage done. I mean, at the end of the game, it adds
Go
up.
to the stacked camps.
But
scroll over.
Oh, yeah, let's take a look. Where is it at here?
Keep going.
Oh, more.
Yeah, keep going. There it is.
Ah.
Look at that. That is 10 stacked camps from March Dota 2.
Now,
I've never seen 10.
This is my MVP right here.
And that's short of a game.
Look at this guy. He's got it all on lock.
What a legend. That's impressive.
All right.
Okay.
Well, shout out to March. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move into a break, and then we are coming back after this. Game number 2, Genespris versus Amplify. This is elimination. Amplify now 1 loss away from going home early in these playoffs. Let's see what happens after this.
Elimination.